Hi there, welcome to mathssl. So this is question number 2, 15 mark question, number pattern question. Question number 3 as well, number pattern question. So 2.1, given the infinite geometric series, so the first we need to show that t is equal to negative 2. So this is the infinite geometric series given. So this is your term 1, this is term 2, this is term 3. Must remember the ratio between consecutive terms is constant. So now, so therefore the ratio is going to be a t2 divided by t1, term 2 divided by term 1 must be equal to term 3 divided by term 2. So we got the term 2, t negative 2, and term 1 we got t plus 10 is equal to term 3 we have t plus 4 divided by term 2 we have t negative 2. Cross multiply, solve for t. So therefore the t negative 2 multiply t negative 2 is equal to t plus 4 multiply t plus 10. So I'm gonna FOIL now. So I FOIL, this is my answer. So I'm going to further simplify. You can see t square both sides gonna cancel out. So we left with the negative 4t plus 4 is equal to 14t plus 4t. So I'm going to solve for t here now. So all the variables must be one side and all the constants must be on another side. So this become negative 4 this side. So this is going to be a 36 and this is going to be a negative 18t. So both sides you divide by negative 18, the answer is going to be a negative 2. So we proved. Calculate the value of t25. Write your answer in form tn is equal to b power x. Now we need to calculate the value of t25. So obviously we're gonna t is equal to negative 2 substitute into the terms of the series to find the common ratio. So the first term we got t plus 10. In place of t we put the t is gonna be a negative 2 plus 10. So first substitute t is equal to negative 2 into the terms of the series to find the common ratio. Now, so this is going to be 8 plus negative 4 plus 2 plus so on. Now, so the common ratio that's going to be equal to term 2 divided by term 1. So term 2 we got negative 4 divided by positive 8. The answer is going to be a negative 1 over 2. Now the formula for the nth term of a geometric series is Tn is equal to a r n power n minus 1. So I'm going to substitute everything into this formula to a first term we have. So we need to find the t25. So the first term we have 8. The ratio we got negative 1 over 2. The power is n we got 25 minus 1. So I substitute into this formula the values. We need to find t25. A is the first term, the ratio is negative 1 over 2, and n is 25 minus 1. I'm going to simplify this one. So further simplify 8 negative 1 over 2, the power going to be a 24. So I have to further simplify. The question asks for the answer in the form of Tn is equal to b power x. So must be in this form. So I'm going to further simplify this one. So I can say this one 2 power 3, and this one so negative 1 over 2 power 24. So if I want to make him positive, so the power is a even number, so that's why it's gonna be a 1 over 2 power 24 is gonna be a positive. Now this is gonna be 2 power 3, at the bottom is 2 power 24, because 2 power 3 I multiply inside. The answer gonna be now, so the majority rule, the 24 is more, so it's gonna be a 1 over 2 power 21, because positive 3 I pull down become a negative, so we got 2 power 21. Now the answer must be in this form, so it's this way. Therefore if I pull up become 2 power negative 21, so this is my final answer. Calculate the sum of the infinite series. So the 2.1.3, we need to calculate the sum of the infinite series. The sum of the infinite geometric series is given by the formula. Must remember, S infinity is equal to A over 1 minus R. So A is the first term we have, which is 8. 1 minus the ratio we got negative 1 over 2. So it's going to be a negative 1 over 2. So I'm going to solve here. 8 over negative become positive 1 over 2. So I use my calculator. The answer is going to be 16 over 3. This is my final answer. Now the 2.2, this is given sigma, and this is the value. The first question said write down the difference between T6 and T14. Now the given sigma notation, P is equal to K, that's the bottom one, the top one 117, and then the function we have 4P minus 1, and equal to 26,675. Now, so write down the difference between T6 and T14. So obviously, we need to write the difference between these two terms. So here, P is equal to K. So the first term will be K, second term will be K plus 1, third term will be K plus 2, so on, and T6 will be is equal to K plus 5, and the T14 will be K plus 13. Now, so the P is equal to K, and we're gonna replace place of P K. So it will be 4K minus 1. So P is equal to K. So I'm gonna replace this P with K. So therefore T6 will be gonna be equal to 4, and place of P will be K plus 5, because T6 is K plus 5. K plus 5 minus 1. So I'm going to solve this one. 4K plus 20 minus 1. And this is going to be equal to 4K plus 19. Now therefore T14, I'm going to solve T14 now. Is same 4 from the formula, and a K plus 13 minus 1. I'm going to solve 4K plus 52 minus 1. Simplify. That will be 4K plus 51. So we got T6 and T14 we have. Now, so he say write down the difference between T6 and T14. So the difference T14 minus T6. T14 minus T6, that will be the difference. Now, so T14 I have 4K plus 51 minus T6 I have 4k positive 19 become negative 19. So that's positive and negative cancel. Positive 51, negative 19, the answer will be 32. So this is my final answer. In the last question, calculate the value of k. Must remember, Tp is equal to 4p minus 1. So must remember p is equal to k, and this is the linear function. So the Tp is equal to 4p minus 1 is a linear function. Tp is equal to 4p minus 1 is a linear function. Tp is equal to 4p minus 1 is a linear function of the term number p. The common difference is the coefficient of the variable p. To demonstrate this, we can find the difference between consecutive terms. So the two consecutive terms, we can find the difference. So two consecutive terms, to find the difference, so we say t p plus 1 minus t p. This is the difference between two consecutive terms. The p is equal to k, even you can write k also. So now, so the function, we have 4. In the p, wherever is p, we're going to add p plus 1 because we're taking the difference between two consecutive terms. Minus 1 and then minus 4p minus 1. Now I'm going to solve 4p plus 4 minus 1. This negative go inside 4p. Negative become positive 1. Now negative positive cancel. And this is also negative positive cancel. We got 4. So the common difference is 4. So the d is 4. The common difference is 4. Since the difference between any two consecutive terms is a constant value of 4, the series is an arithmetic series. So with the common difference 4. Now the question is easy. I can solve the question. So now the function, we have the linear function 4p minus 1. So we're going to replace with the k because p is equal to k. So the first term will be 4k minus 1. Now we need to find the, so we're going to apply the Sn formula here. So it's going to be a Sn is equal to n over 2 bracket 2a plus n minus 1 d. So d we have 4. First term we have, now we're looking n. So the n is going to be a top minus bottom plus 1. So the n is top minus bottom plus 1. So top we have 117 and top minus bottom is k plus 1 because the bottom is k. So we're going to simplify. The answer going to be 118 minus k. So we got n also now. So we got d also, which is 4. Now we're going to substitute everything into this formula. And you must remember Sn is already given to you, that is equal to 26,675. First simplify the constant values in the equation. So it's going to be 26675 is equal to 118 minus k over 2. This become 2 times 4 8k minus 2. I'm going to simplify now. 117 minus k multiply 4. So the 26675 is equal to 118 minus k over 2. And further simplify 8k minus 2, 4 times 117, use my calculator. It's going to be plus 468 minus 4k. Now, combine the like terms. Now I'm gonna multiply both sides of the equation by 2 to remove the denominator. So this is gonna be a 53,350, and this is gonna be 118 minus k. But remember, this whole term under is 2, so it's gonna be a 4k plus 466. Now I'm gonna FOIL this one, multiply both of these. So I multiply, this is my answer. Now I'm gonna rearrange equation into a standard quadratic form. Now I'm gonna move to one side everything. 4k square, this become positive when I move left hand side, minus 6k, and the plus 53,350 we already have, and this become minus 54,988 is equal to 0. Further simplify, 4k square minus 6k 1638 is equal to 0. So I'm going to apply the quadratic formula. So I can simplify, divide by 2 whole term. It's going to be 2k square minus 3k minus 819 is equal to 0. So I'm going to apply the quadratic formula to solve for k. So I apply the quadratic formula and I solve, and therefore the k value, the k will be equal to positive 21, or k will be equal to minus 19,5. So the k we're finding the position, so this is no solution, so only k is equal to 21, that will be solution. So this is my final answer. So this is the question number 3. The depth of a torpedo below sea level forms a quadratic pattern. This is quadratic pattern question, where 0 meters is at sea level. A submarine tracked a torpedo in 1 second interval. Now, so the depth in meters that the torpedo reached is given in the table below. The end of the first 2 seconds, 71, and at the end of the first 3 seconds, 104. So the first question is a 3.1. Calculate the depth of the torpedo at the end of the first 5 seconds. First 5 seconds. So this is quadratic pattern question. Let me show you how to solve. So first of all, I'm going to write all of these in a number pattern wise. So the 36, and then we got 71, and then we got 104. This is given. So this is a number pattern given, quadratic number pattern. Now, first difference, 71 minus 36, that will be 35. And then 104 minus 71, that will be 33. This is the first 104 minus 71. So the first difference, 104 minus 71, 33. And the second difference will be negative 2. So second difference is negative 2. Now if I want to go back, so 33 minus 2, that's going to be 31. And 31 minus 2, that's going to be 29. And 104 plus 31 become 135. Plus 29, that become 164. So this is first difference. And this is the second difference, negative 2. Second difference, negative 2. So 164. So he looking the he looking end of the first 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he looking the answer end of the first 5 seconds. So this will be my answer, 164. So therefore the answer gonna be a 164 meter. This will be my answer. So this is 3.2. This question says, show that the depth of the torpedo at the end of n seconds was Tn is equal to negative n square plus 38n minus 1. So we need to prove this one. This is a 2a and this is 3a plus b and this is a plus b plus c, must remember. Now, so we need to solve this one. So 2a is equal to negative 2, so that I'm going to solve a here is going to be a negative 1, and now 3a plus b is equal to 35, and the a we have negative 1 plus b is equal to 35. So this becomes negative 3 plus b is equal to 35. So the b is going to be therefore equal to 35. Negative 3 I pull over this side become positive. So b is going to be equal to positive 38. Now a plus b plus c is equal to first term 36. So a we got negative 1, b we got 38, c we need to find out is equal to 36. So therefore c is going to be equal to negative 1. I pull positive 37, I pull over that side become negative, so c is negative 1. So therefore Tn is going to be equal to a we have negative 1, so it's going to be negative n square, b we got 38n, and c we got negative 1. So this is we proved. This is my final answer. So question 3.3, calculate the maximum depth that the torpedo reached. So we need to find the maximum. So remember, this is a sad parabola actually, and if I need to find the turning point here for the sad parabola, so I can use x is equal to minus b over 2a. So he's looking at the maximum depth. So I'm going to obtain the x value through this, and then I'm going to put back into the Tn quadratic equation to get the maximum depth. So therefore the x going to be equal to now, so b we got 38, negative 38 divided by 2, and a we got negative 1. I simplify, the answer going to be here 19. So the answer is 19. I'm going to substitute back into the Tn to get the maximum depth. So I substitute 19 into the Tn and to get the maximum depth. So answer gonna be a 300. I use my calculator, 360 meter. So this is my final answer for 3.3. So the 3.4, after how many seconds was the torpedo at 104 meter below sea level for the second time? So at the end of the first 3 seconds, 104. Now you're looking at the second time. Right. I can equate with this one, but it's 2 marks, so we need to find the easy way to solve this question. So I need to find the alternative method. So the finding the second time the torpedo was at 104 meter is to use the formula for the axis of symmetry, which is n is equal to minus b over 2a. Remember this formula earlier I show you, n is equal to minus b over 2a, or you can say x is equal to minus 2 x is equal to minus b over 2a. In the terms of x we use x, in the terms of x we use x, but we got now we're going to use in the terms of n. So this is the axis of symmetry. So we earlier found this one. Remember in previous question 3.3 we found the maximum depth. Now so we use this formula, remember. So we have the sad parabola, this is, so remember this is a sad parabola. So we have axis of symmetry, so which is, this is the axis of symmetry we have, and that's we have 19. Earlier we find it, remember, this is a 19. Say we have at x equal to 3, we got a parabola here we got 104. So the y value is 104 at x equal to 3. So the x value here 19. This is axis of symmetry. We're looking this one here. So the x right and this is x left. So the x right minus x left. So the x right minus x left, that will be 16. So from here till here, the difference is 16. The length is 16. So this is the axis of symmetry, this one. And from here till there, also gonna be a length 16. So the 19, this is the x value 19 here. You must remember 19. So the 19 plus this 16 is gonna be 35. So which means here gonna be a 35. The x value gonna be here 35. So therefore the answer gonna be torpedo was at 104 meter below sea level for the second time, gonna be after 35 seconds. So the answer gonna be therefore after 35 seconds. So answer gonna be 35 seconds. This is my final answer. So that's why 2-mark question. So we don't need to equate. We can use the axis of symmetry, and then this concept we can find the second x value, because and there all over here this is a y is equal to 104. So add 35, 104, add 3, 104. So this is gonna be a second time. So which means add x equal to 35. That will be my answer. So 35 seconds. Next video I'm gonna show you about the function. Please like and subscribe my channel.